Hi Virgo, welcome. So Virgo, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So I already have a card out, Virgo. Which is the 8th house of intimacy, Scorpio energy here for some of you, Aquarian energy as well. That could be in your chart or the chart of the person or people you're dealing with. Or it's just simply the influencing vibes, because this is talking about intimacy, right? Your intimate life, your intimate relationships, secrets. Sometimes this is a very mysterious energy. It can also talk about, like a secretive vibe. So sometimes this card can talk about enhancing the shadow aspects of you. So something to be careful of, Virgo, that you're not going too far into your shadow during this time frame. And then you have the card Beyond the Illusion and Rebirth. So 2 cards talking about change, transformations, rebirth, and kind of seeing beyond the illusion of something, right? So again, another card talking about all is not quite what it seems, Virgo, whether that's with you or the person you're connecting with. But there is some sort of rebirth happening within the connection or within the energy between you and this person. So let's see, Virgo, what the crowning energy is for the reading. I want to say, like, I've had this song in my head all day. It is, I honestly don't know who sings it, but he says, baby, you should let me love you. You should let me love you. Take it or leave it. That may resonate with you. You have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the card of support, but this also talks about finances, security, your foundation, your comfort zone, right? It's like having the ultimate level of financial freedom or security in your life, and that may be a goal that you have for yourself, Virgo, or something you're striving for. This person has the 5 of Wands, which talks about tests, feeling tested, stress, challenges, overcoming challenges. So it's like you're kind of over here sitting pretty at the moment, Virgo, and this person may feel, for whatever reason, frustration or tested within the connection or just like in general right now. But I feel like this person is going to rise to the challenge, but we shall see. We'll go into the reading and look at the recent past energy, what led up to the now, how you're both perceiving each other, and how you're feeling underneath all of this. So Virgo, yes, let's see. And yeah, that song is like right there. It's actually started right before I sat and meditated. I caught myself singing it, and I knew I was going to do your reading today. But he says, baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? If I was your man, baby, you would never, if I was your man, you would never worry about what I do. Anyways, check out that song. The song may resonate, and or you may just randomly hear that song over the next 30 days. If so, come back to this reading. So you have the 8 of Pentacles here. Every night, doing you right. You're the top of woman, so that's good things. That song is so loud. Okay. Well, that song is talking about worth, deserving better, somebody wanting to do better than maybe what they've done in the past or what others have done to you in the past. So, yeah, just take note of that. So you have the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and this threw me off, Temperance, and the 3 of Swords, and we'll see what that's about. And I thought I saw another card fly. I could be wrong. So Virgo, it feels like to me that you've done some self-work here leading up into the now and kind of refound yourself, refound your zest for life, or just feeling better in general, wanting more love in your life, having more excitement, more exhilaration. And what's interesting, or what's tripping me up right here, is the Temperance card with the 3 of Swords. So yeah, there might have been something that tripped you up or is tripping you up right now. It's like, sorry, hold on. So now I'm getting the song by Imagine Dragons. He says, "Pain, you make me a believer." So it's almost like out of pain, Virgo, you became a believer, right? A believer in self or in self-worth, or maybe that's the road you were being guided down by your spirit, right? Sometimes our higher selves, our spirit guides will lead us into sometimes painful or challenging situations because the growth that comes from it is so worth whatever suffering also comes with it, right? Because with contrast comes expansion, and with expansion comes growth. And so, you know, the saying is true that after every storm comes the sun, right? Comes the rainbow. And you never know more clearly what you want than when you're in the midst of experiencing something you really don't want, you know? And so it's almost like there's some sort of beauty that came through the pain. And I believe that's one of the lyrics from the Imagine Dragons song. Pain, you made me a believer. Yeah. So let's see what's going on in this person's recent past for you, Virgo. This energy also talks about being a bit guarded, you know, because of past traumas, because of past heartaches. That could be you or the person you're connecting with that is exuding that energy, Virgo. So you have the Three of Pentacles, person you're connecting with, Four of Wands. Ew, okay, I already know where this is going. Okay, so the Hierophant. I'll clue you in a second here. All right, the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So when it comes to this person, Virgo, they've been focused mostly on building themselves up, their stability, their home, their family. Very heavy focused on tradition, commitments, even spiritual or religious beliefs for some of you, but relationships just in general showing up as something that's been very important for this person or a focal point. And yet, you know, they've had to kind of move away from their own past, and I heard past mistakes. And there's maybe reconciliations or amends that this person has needed to make or needs to make as they go into the current energy here. But I feel like I feel a sense of like they want to do the right thing. Like they want to go about this the right way. They are trying to follow some sort of moral compass, right? Or what they feel is right. Whether you or others agree matters not. We all have slightly different variations as to what we think is right, but I feel like in this person's mind, they view themselves as doing what is morally, or I don't want to say that, what they believe is right, okay? And so if they've walked away from something or they moved away from something, it's because they felt that that was the right thing to do at the time. So let's see what is going on in the now and how you're perceiving each other then, Virgo. Ace of Pentacles. You should let me love you. Can't get away from that. All right, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Moon. So I feel like you feel an overwhelming sense of connection with this person, or they you, but I feel it coming from your side. I feel like this is someone who, it's almost like you don't even need tangible proof that like you're connected to this person, or this is your person, or this is your soulmate. Although I do feel like some of you want to commit or see a future with this person if you haven't already committed. I just feel like it's a special bond here, and it goes pretty deep, and it's way beyond surface level, right? So I feel like there's this elusive vibe though over the connection, and we'll get to the bottom of what that is. But when it comes to, first of all, what you're committed to, I think you're committed to building your future and looking forward to, you know, building up your own security, whether that be financial or just emotional security, matters not. They're kind of synonymous, one and the same. But I also feel that you look forward to the connection, or you look forward to having a deep sense of connection with this person if you don't already have it. So let's see what this person is, how they're perceiving the connection. And then I'm going to come back to the message that I got earlier, Ace of Swords. There's the Three of Swords twice. King of Wands. The Lovers. Okay. What's the Three of Swords? Oh, King of Pentacles. The Hermit, that's you. What in the heck? Okay, so, sorry. Can I get the King of Wands, please? No way. No. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep clarifying, but like I just had a total head-spinning turnaround in this message. So things went from being very clear to being very muddled, Virgo. So what I was going to say earlier is the message that I got about the reason for that song is that it's almost like one party needs to convince the other that, like, hey, it's safe to love, or, you know, you deserve better, or like the song alludes to, like somebody was settling for less and can do better. Okay, so, and I feel like that's past energy, but take it as it resonates. All right, now as I get these cards out, I have the Three of Swords out twice, so there is involvement with other people outside of this connection. And I usually don't go into this in a general tarot reading, but it came out twice and it's pretty obvious. And there's a ton, I don't want to say a ton, but there's multiple people showing up. So this could be a situation where there's just a lot going on around the connection, or there's multiple people involved in the connection, whether that's they're living in the home or the family or the friends. Doesn't have to be like a cheating scenario or anything. Or some of you, yes, there's other like third parties involved. So I feel like in the past you've had your fair share of pain, Virgo, and maybe even dealt with something like that before. Now what's showing up in the now is this person is coming to some sort of conclusion or getting some sort of answer here. And it has to deal with the Three of Swords. So something that was very hurtful, right? And it has to deal with you in particular, as you showed up over the Three of Swords, as well as not just the King, but the Queen of Pentacles. And I also heard two rights don't make a wrong. And then you have another situation here where there's like this in and out within the connection. So I feel like Virgo, whether it's you or someone you're connecting with, or the both of you, there's outside involvement, and maybe someone that is also viewing the connection or feels drawn or connected to your person or you or both. Like, it's pretty convoluted and complicated. You know, like I feel like there is still cords of attachment here. And I actually do feel it on both sides, but take it as it resonates. And that seems to be muddying the waters here. So And then I heard, is it my fault? And then they're also giving me the song Muddy Waters by LP. It's like there's something that has hurt someone and now they're kind of contemplating about that. And this is very specific. And then, like I said, there's someone else here, not you, not your person, that has their eye on the connection, that's thinking about taking action of some sort. Well, they're weighing out, should they give up or should they take some sort of action here? And they're observing your connection. What the heck? And that makes total sense as to why there's the secrets card and it came out twice. So there's secrets being kept here. So let's go deeper. Sorry. This is getting super specific, so please don't make this resonate if it's not, all right? But let's go deeper into the emotions. Now I can hear that song, Muddy Waters. Okay. So in the heart space, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the World card. So emotionally, it's like there's definitely something that so all three cards talk about like kind of keeping something to yourself, holding something in, and it's in the hopes that like you'll get some sort of success or successful outcome, and that things will work themselves out. It's almost like there's a sense of like, okay, I'm just going to keep this bottled in or keep this to myself in the hopes that this works out, or because I don't want to cause any disruption, because I want things to work out. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of a holding back energy here, Virgo, and I feel this is coming from your end. And it's the purpose is to keep the peace, right? But it does feel a little bit lonely because you're not fully expressing, you know, everything that's going on. And that's kind of the downfall of keeping things to ourselves, is that you also have to deal with it by yourself, right? And sometimes that can be very difficult to do when you don't have the ability to bounce it off of another person or your person. But I feel like you're doing this to keep the peace, or to, you know, so that you could focus on finances for some of you. You know, it's almost like, let me put this in the back of my mind or on the back burner, so because I have other things I need to focus on, or I have, you know, I need to focus on the task at hand or building up something right now, and this may get in the way, right? Or somehow affect that. And so it's a conscious choice I feel you've made. Let's see what's going on in this person's emotional space. Temperance again, the Hangman, the Six of Pentacles, the Devil, Judgment, and the Five of Swords. This is funny because I noticed this card right away at the beginning of the reading. Is at the bottom of the deck, and here it is again over the Devil and the Judgment card. So, you know, whoo, oh my gosh, this is complicated. Okay, so Virgo, So this person is trying to keep their focus on their, what they need to get done as well. This is a very practical, like, okay, I need to maybe focus on my daily tasks or my finances or my job, my career, or whatever. But there's this sense of like irritability showing up as well in this person, or like a moody type of energy, because they're trying to manage multiple things at once, and it's feeling a bit challenging for them, because at the back of their mind, or it's somewhere in their emotions or heart, they are fixated on the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords talks about malicious intent is what I heard, or a fear of fear. Okay. A fear that someone's going to make a judgment out of malicious intent, or see, this card talks about revenge, and this talks about obsessions and fixations, secrets. And I heard an eye for an eye. And then this talks about decisions, needing to make a decision here. And this is what's showing up in their emotions. So it's like, holy crap. Like, it's like, This also talks about fear of rejection. It's hard to know like where this person is coming from or what's going on, because there's a lot of different aspects of this showing up. For some of you, there's, like I said, other people involved here. It's like they're trying to stay focused on themselves and, working on that. And in the past, they did remove themselves from a situation thinking that was the best way to go about it, or they made some sort of decision that they felt was right. And yet in their emotional space, they get really obsessive or fixated on the sense of rejection or defeat or revenge or all of the above. Or when they feel rejected, they go for revenge, or they fear you do that, Virgo. It's like if this person has I heard a wicked shadow. Okay, well, we all have wicked shadows. I'm just saying. It's just, do we allow ourselves to go in that direction or not? So I feel like this person, when they feel at their worst, their decision making is severely altered by that. Okay. Like, say if this person's hurt. Well, if you ever want to see someone's shadow side, look at what they do when they're hurt. Because most of us are at our worst or our darkest when we are going through something super painful or hurtful or some sort of loss, right? And it's like, this person can be malicious when hurt. Let's say that. Okay, moving forward. Let's go into a little bit deeper and see what else. Four of Wands. Eight of Cups, King of Wands. And it's interesting that Muddy Waters song is playing, because I think she says in the song, I will ask you for mercy. I will ask you for mercy. I will come to you blind. All you see is the worst me, but I am the last of my kind. All right, so Four of Wands, Eight of Cups, King of Wands, and then you have the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Strength card and the Seven of Cups. So Virgo, I feel like you're in this, regardless of what's going on with this person, right? I feel like you're in this space of almost trying to keep to yourself or to like tune something out or ignore, you know, and because I feel like you're focused more so on being happy, going out, having fun, feeling connected, you know. I just get this sense. Here's what I feel. I almost feel like if someone is going to damper your happiness, your success, or impede you in some way, you're going to leave it alone or let them walk away or, you know, distance from that situation, which I think is smart, you know, but let me not weigh in. Do whatever you feel is right. But there's also pride involved. There's also ego involved. Okay, so I'm sorry, I have to keep stopping because it's like, it's mind-boggling to me. It's like mind-blowing, this reading. So I'm getting messages like, fight for it. Like, if you want it, fight for it, or fight for me, or somebody wants to be fought for, or fight for me, or fought over, or especially if there's other people involved. But there's some sort of fight here or conflict. And that could be an internal conflict. It could be going on externally. Take it as it resonates. But it's like, there's also like this desire for attention here, and it's almost like, look how strong I am. But then underneath all of that, it's like, am I making the right decision? Let's go deeper. Sorry. I don't mean to keep stopping, but like, this reading is like not my typical, you know, like, there's so many different things involved here, and it was kind of unexpected, to be honest with you. So, Justice, the Knight of Swords, the Moon, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Wow, what is this? Whoa. Oh my gosh. I have like every card out. Seriously? I don't even know where to begin, Virgo. Like, what the heck? So, this person is looking for balance. Okay, they may want to express how they're feeling. They may have expressed how they're feeling. They are wanting satisfaction here, obviously, but there's a lot of emotional energy showing up. There is also, like, I feel like it goes really deep. The connection goes deep, but also what's going on around the connection also goes deep. And of course it's all connected, and of course there's reasons for it, but there's a lot of elusive energy yet. Like, there's not complete clarity here on either of your parts. And this person is in this space of wanting to verbally vomit. No, verbal vomit. Okay, whatever, take it or leave it. I was going to say express. They want to express themselves. So I feel like, you know, there's this desire here for communication and to express their emotions, right? And there's still some back and forth here, though, as to like how, or if they should communicate. What the heck? It's frustrating. I feel a lot of frustration in this person's energy. They don't want to communicate too much, but then they don't want to communicate too little, and yet they have a lot on their plate as well. They have the freaking Tower here, so there's some sort of big change or something unexpected coming through that may confuse you or may confuse this person emotionally, and then it's going to set them straight, or it's going to set them on a different path or a trajectory, or there's some sort of change coming through that is setting forth a different path or a different trajectory for the connection or for this person when it comes to the connection. And it has to deal with whatever this fear is that they're struggling with, okay? Or the shadow self that they struggle with, okay? And then what's interesting is they had 2 cards fall out over here, 7 of Pentacles, the Sun. So this person is looking for their own happiness, you know, and they're trying to be patient, but they're impatient. There's some sort of conflict-ridden energy here, but there's also ego involved and attention-seeking. And, you know, this reminds me of like how people behave when they're hurt, right? Whether this is coming out of you, out of someone around the connection, or this person, there's some of that involved here, and it's because we're all connected, right? It's impacting your energy and this person's and the connection in general. And you know what? I think the message of your last spiritual reading, I think the title of it was This is Complicated. So if you didn't watch the spiritual reading, go back and watch it. It was posted like a week or 2 ago. It's because I feel like this is a continuation of that reading, but into the relationship, the you versus them portion. So let's see what the guidance is here, Virgo. All right, so this says, give back. Today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It's about giving back without thoughts or expectations of getting anything in return. It's time to reach out and touch other people's lives. So some of you or your cross-watcher may benefit from doing things for others, you know. That's a good way to get good juju going in your own energy, is to be of assistance to others. But I would say my caution is with that, make sure you're of assistance to yourself first before you go helping others. Otherwise, you're pouring from an empty cup. And then study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that is learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So whatever's going on in the connection is an expansion for you. It is a lesson. I don't want to say a lesson because it sounds like you're being punished, but you're learning, right, through the experience. And some of you are learning like an old lesson, but in a new way this time around. So wow, very, very interesting reading, Virgo. I hope that made sense to you and resonated. If it did, please do let me know. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Scorpio out a few times, but I have Pisces also out a few times. Leo, Sagittarius out 3 times. Gemini, Virgo, your own card. And Aquarius, Cancerian energy. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media accounts, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section. Also, if you like my t-shirt, I do have merchandise. I'm an Aquarius, obviously, but I have lots of zodiac signs available and hoodies and t-shirts and all of that linked below in the Teespring account. So you could just click on the images. It'll take you into my shop. Otherwise, I'm wishing you guys the very best either way. And until next time, my friends, namaste.